Hello, welcome back to my channel, Physics with Chaos. In this lesson, we are going to consider pitch, frequency, and timbre. You're welcome back. Pitch, frequency, and timbre. Now, before we go ahead to talk about pitch, frequency, and timbre, we need to know the characteristics of sound wave. Sound wave can be described by three characteristics. Sounds and musical sound can be distinguished from each other based on their loudness, pitch, and the timbre. So we can say loudness, pitch, and timbre are the three unique characteristics of sound wave. Any sound wave you can think of. Loudness depends on amplitude, which we have discussed in the earlier video. Pitch is how high or low a sound is, and it depends on the frequency. We're going to talk about that today. Timbre or quality depends on the material that is making the sound. We are also going to discuss that today. What then is pitch? Pitch is a property of a sound that helps us to differentiate between a low note and a high note. You need to know that a note is the tune or the sound of a musical instrument or of your voice. High-pitched sound are caused by things that vibrate quickly, while low-pitched sound are caused by things that vibrate slowly. Okay? So if my vocal cord vibrates quickly, like that of a baby, I'm going to generate or produce a high-pitched sound. But if my vocal voice vibrates slowly, I'm going to generate a low-pitched sound. Sounds with high pitch have high frequency, like what you have here. While sound wave with low pitch have low frequency, like what you have here. Recall that in the last video, I told you that the higher the frequency, the smaller or shorter the wavelength. The lower the frequency, the longer the wavelength. Pitch and vibration. We can say frequency is the amount of vibration in 1 second or the amount of wave in 1 second, whichever one. Let's talk about vibration. The more a musical instrument or a vocal cord vibrates, the higher the pitch. The less it vibrates, the lower the pitch. So pitch depends on the number of vibration or on the frequency. Okay, so we can say the frequency and pitch are one and the same. So high-pitched sounds have high frequency, while low-pitched sounds have low frequency. Okay, so compare these two sounds. Which one do you think will have a high pitch? Of course, the second one. Which one do you think will have a low pitch? Of course, the first one. Okay, we can keep going on and on and on. Okay, for these two sounds, this one here with high frequency should have the high pitch, to have a higher pitch than this with low frequency. Okay, recall that the frequency of a sound wave is measured in hertz, and a kilohertz is 1,000 hertz. Okay, now frequency and pitch. Like I said, we can keep going on and on and on this. The higher the pitch, the higher the frequency. Or the higher the frequency or the vibration, the higher the pitch, whichever one. A soft sound with high pitch. That's what we have here. And here we have a soft sound with low pitch. How do we know that it's soft? Because of the amplitude. Recall your previous video, the relationship between amplitude and loudness. And this one is a loud sound with high pitch. and this is a loud sound also, but with low pitch. Good. So amplitude talk about the height of the wave and whether the sound is loud or soft. While the wavelength talk about the length of the wave and whether the wave have a high pitch or a low pitch. Using an oscilloscope. An oscilloscope can be used to describe or to tell the pitch of a sound. But looking at it, if you have a repeated wave like what you have here, then you can say it has a high pitch, okay? Recall that oscilloscope can also tell you the loudness. So we can combine these two concepts together here. So in this case, we can say it's a loud sound with higher pitch or with high pitch. And then this is a large sound with low pitch. In this case, it's a soft sound or a quiet sound with high pitch. Okay? Using an oscilloscope to tell the pitch and the sound. Here we have a soft sound with low pitch or low note or low tune, depending on the musical instrument you're using. And this is a soft sound with high pitch. This is a loud sound with high pitch, and here we have a loud sound with low pitch. So at this junction, you can pause the video and match these sounds with the correct waveform. Okay? Timbre or quality. Timbre is a property of a sound that helps you to differentiate between notes from a different musical instrument with the same loudness and pitch. Let's assume you have two different musical instruments, a drum and a guitar, and both produce a sound of the same pitch and of the same loudness. How can you differentiate that this is a drum and this sound is coming from a guitar or a piano, as the case may be? Now, the only quality is the uniqueness of the sound based on the musical instrument, isn't it? And that's exactly what we call timbre or quality. Now, this is why Aisha and Zainab can speak with the same pitch and loudness, but have a unique sound or timbre. Okay, so I can tell by listening to Aisha that this voice, or listening to a voice coming from somewhere, that this voice is Aisha's voice, or listening to another voice that this is Zainab's voice, based on its unique sound that is generated, or unique timbre. Okay, now these are the waveform or the wave pattern of two different sounds of the same amplitude and the same pitch, but different timbre. Can you see it? Now, since we've seen that certain sounds have certain frequency, there are a range of frequency that we as human can hear. Okay? So when you listen to a speech or music, you are listening to a range of frequency, possibly from high to very low. Okay, young people can hear a much more range of frequency than older people. So the audible frequency are frequency within this range from 20 hertz to 20 kilohertz or 20,000 hertz, whichever one. So 20 to 20,000 hertz, 20 to 20 kilohertz. These are the range of the audible frequency for human being. Sounds below 20 hertz are regarded as infrasounds, while sounds above 20 kilohertz are called ultrasounds. Ultrasound is a sound with a high frequency that is bigger than 20,000 hertz or 20 kilohertz, and it's outside the audible range of human. Okay, in this case, can we identify animals that can actually hear ultrasounds? I think birds should be one of them, above 20,000 hertz. We have dolphin, 100,000 hertz. We have mouse, 91,000 hertz. We have whale, 123,000 hertz. We have rat, 76,000 hertz. These are way above 20,000 hertz. Okay, so it means that these animals can actually hear sounds that are beyond our beyond sounds that we can hear as human beings. Uses of ultrasounds. Since ultrasounds have high vibration or high frequency, they can be used for several purposes. One of the purposes is ultrasound scanning. Now, this is a mother, a pregnant woman, undergoing ultrasound scanning to be able to tell the sex of the baby. Okay, and then we have ultrasound crack detection. Here we use ultrasound to be able to tell if pipes, irons, other engineering materials have cracks in them. And then we have ultrasound cleaning. Okay, in this case, a sound wave with high frequency is passed and then it's used to clean small items as well as clinical materials. Good, guys, I believe you love the video, you understand the video. You can, to get to or to receive more videos like this, I would like you to like my video, to share it, or to subscribe for more videos.